That's bad.
All right, today we're getting back to work on the 55, hopefully finishing up the back half. I got it like 95% done yesterday. There's just a couple little things to take care of. I'll show you real quick. So obviously you saw me get the rails all bent up, got the cross members in, some support gussets, all that's good. Got the shock mount bar welded in yesterday, and got the ladder bars in and all welded. We are looking pretty darn good. At least as good as I can get it. And I got them as wide as I could get it with the way things wanted to lay out, which apparently is not quite as wide as the kit wanted. So they are from the inside to inside. We'll go center to center. It's about 23, I believe, 23 and a half maybe. And it seems like this kit wants about 26 because our diagonal bar doesn't fit. So I'm gonna have to shorten that down. Not a huge deal, but it is something that we got to do. So the goal for today is to just finish this thing up and get it as a roller. I'm not going to be where I want to be to cut the stock frame rails out just yet. I want to redo the cage down bars to go from the main hoop down to the top of the rails there. But we are getting pretty damn close. And we've got so much room here that this car could get ignorantly low and tuck tire. I was testing that yesterday. The top of the fender comes down to like here, and there's still like an inch and a half or so of space. Obviously got the shock mounts on. I just have to make the tabs for up here for the shocks, and then the diagonal bar. This thing's a roller, and we can get it off the hoist for a little while because we got that Fiero to get back to work on. I'll film a little bit with that here and there, but we did get the cradle dropped out, got the stock engine trans out of it, and got the new LS4 and 4T60 in there. Got the mounts made, so that thing's permanently mounted in there. Got it back up in the car, so that's a roller again. Did all that at my dad's place because, you know, two people is faster than one, and he has a heated garage. So I wanted to knock that out over there real quick. Now I can get this thing off the hoist and take care of all the smaller, more finicky stuff over here. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this has turned out, to be honest. First time back half in a car, first time tubular back half in a car also. And I think we're doing pretty good. Like the more major fabrication is done on the car. A little bit of sheet metal stuff here and there, a few bars to add onto the cage. Harness bar, door bars, things like that, but nothing super crazy. So I'm going to start with making the tabs for the shocks. That way I can get it off the jack. I still think that these shocks are going to be, the springs are going to be too high. I'm going to have to order like some 10 inches or something like that, but not a huge deal if it sits like a monster truck for a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't though. Fingers crossed it doesn't. And then, yeah, I've got to shorten the diagonal bar. If I remember correctly, I think I needed it to be like, does that help? Hope that helps a little bit. I think I needed it to be like 33 center to center, and we're about 40. I don't really want to cut and weld it here in the middle, but I think I'm going to have to because it's only threaded for a little bit, and I don't have a tap that size. I would prefer to just cut off like that and then re-thread it. That way it's all one solid piece, but I think as long as I bevel the edges and can get a good weld in there, it'll be totally fine. So I'm going to get to work real quick, and it's cold, so I'm going to turn the loud-ass heater on, so I'm probably not going to film that. And then I'll just show you guys the garbage that I've come up with. All right, got the shock tabs all made. Boxed them in. Everything's looking pretty good there. I'm pleasantly surprised that looks like I'm not going to need new springs because these are about as low as I can get them, and obviously I could go lower on the spring height there, but our wheel fitment is looking pretty good. I think where it's at now, the body would drop down to about here, which is pretty nice and low. What do we got going on there? So yeah, that's a pleasant surprise. Still have the diagonal bar to shorten. Yeah, I kind of want to set this thing on the ground and see where we're at. I think that's what we're going to do next. And we've got the wheel a whole lot more centered up in the wheel well. I'm a whole lot happier with that. If you remember, the wheel was a whole lot further back. So let's see. Uh-oh, don't take off. Dude. That looks so sick. Oh yeah. Look at that. Now I can get up here and finish these welds too while we're here. That turned out great. I am beyond happy with that. I think this whole deal turned out really, really good. All right, so this actually worked out better than I thought it was going to. I was going to chop the bar in the middle, take like 6 or 7 inches out of it, whatever it needed, and then butt weld it back together. I was able to find a nut with the same thread as the Heim joints, half 20. Didn't think I'd have one laying around. TIG welded it to the end there, so now we also have a spot to quickly adjust the diagonal link. And we got this thing pretty well centered. Hopefully it stays in about that same spot as we set it down. Everything is all tightened here now, so we got ourselves a roller. I can drop it down, set it on the casters, and probably try to move it over to this side since it's going to be kind of out of the way for a little bit. That'll leave us an open bay over here, and I might put the Mustang out there on the ramp truck for the time being. But it is getting pretty late. You can see how dark it is outside. So for right now, I'm going to head inside. We'll pick this up tomorrow with whatever I decide to do. All right, it's the next day and got everything buttoned up underneath here. And even laid a quick coat of chassis paint on the underside here. Couldn't get up top here, but I got pretty much everything else, I think. The brackets are kind of roughly done. Just wanted to spray the welds because who knows when I'm going to get back to work on this thing. And I'm sure someone's going to point it out. I did have the diagonal link on a different bolt before. I put it on the same pivot point. That way it's all not going to bind, hopefully. Got the front end greased while it's up in the air. That's all good. Man, I think this turned out pretty decent. I'm pretty happy with it. So now we can drop this thing down. I think I'm going to lower the rear a little bit more. And then I think I've got hopefully enough space cleared out to swing it over there and get it out of the way. That gloss black makes things look nice. Alright, got the car moved over. Really wasn't too bad. Takes up a lot of space. That's alright though. I do think I'm going to need to get the shorter 10-inch springs for the back. Because this is as low as I can safely get it with the way things are. So if I get the 10-inch springs, I can keep the mounts bolted where there's a lot of meat there, you know, and then drop the car down. It's not a bad height, but I would definitely like it a little bit lower. Right now from ground to the center of the fender lip is about 18¼ inches. So yeah, I'd like that a little bit lower. Like I said, it's not bad, but I just think it'd look better lower. A little bit, you know, at least to have that option. And then, because now all 4 corners have good shocks, the front end sits level, so that's tight. Still a lot of stuff to do to the car, holy crap. But one of the bigger fabrication side of things is taken care of. So now I can slowly knock things out on it here and there. Who knows? Maybe by the end of summer or something. Probably not. Probably like beginning of next summer. We'll have this thing up and running because I want to. Well, we got the Mustang out here to finish up. That doesn't need much at all. Fuel system, wiring, drive shaft converter. That's pretty much it. So I need to get that pulled in here, which I moved my air compressor out to get to my winch so I can pull it in here. And then I'll probably get that thing on the rollers and swing it over here. And then I can get Sean's Fiero in here, bust that thing out. We'll get that done, get the Mustang done, change a few things on the ramp truck so that that thing's totally just turnkey ready to go. That thing fires up. Dude, I had that thing parked in here for a while, and I left the key in like the accessories for like 2 days. That thing just pump, 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 vroom. It was amazing. I've had a lot of carbureted vehicles. I know that I get kind of pegged as the LS guy, but I've had a lot of carbureted vehicles. I don't think I've ever had one fire up as good as that truck does, which is all the more reason to not mess with that thing. Yeah, I got it parked out over here next to the shop. So yeah, I want to change a few things on that, mostly just quality of life things. So like clean it up, paint it, seat, fix all the exhaust leaks, things like that, and just make it a good driver. And then the Chevelle, at least get that to kind of where the 55 is now, and then, you know, just line them up and knock them out. But yeah, right now I need to get Mustang over there, Fiero here, and get those done. Those are my top priorities right now. But it is damn nice to see this car as a roller again on the new wheels. And it's always cool to open the trunk and see a bunch of bars. But I'll probably end the video here because the rest of it is just going to be me moving cars around. So yeah, nothing exciting. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. A little bit more 55 update. Got the back half done. Let's go. And we'll see what happens next. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for subscribing, clicking that bell to get notifications. I'll see you next time.